Hello there, everybody. Welcome back. I'm here to be talking about Helluva Season 2, Episode 10. Now, this episode follows Blitz and Millie, who are the main perspectives of the episode, who have a job to go to this haunted hotel, and it's fitting that it came out on Halloween. So it's them doing that, but while that's going on, you get more insight onto Blitz, who's still not doing so well after the end of him and Stolas' little deal relationship. It's hard to recall a relationship because it was such a mess and so not great, but he's still coping and trying to hide his feelings and stuff about all of that. And a lot of craziness ensues. Now, that was my brief description before I really dive into spoilers, because this episode was jam-packed with a lot of really interesting lore building and character development, specifically for Blitz and Millie. So, spoiler warning, I'll have it on the title as well, but yeah. So, what I really liked about this episode a lot is you get more development and focus for Millie, because a lot of the fans have been craving this for so long and have been like, she deserves to have more character development. And this episode definitely delivered, because the other episode that fans can think of that really gave that for her was the Unhappy Campers episode, which a lot of people didn't like from what I saw. I thought it was meh, but a lot of it rubbed me the wrong way personally, so not a totally great episode, unfortunately. And it still had a lot of Moxie focus, so I thought it was really good how they split up, where Luna's staying with Moxie and Moxie's trying to figure out all the bills and stuff, because Blitz is still being depressed and sulky. Their business is kind of sinking because they aren't doing anything. So while Moxie's doing that and Luna's staying there with them, you go to the main part of the episode, really, is Millie trying to cheer up Blitz because she's getting him out of the building to go do a mission. And it turns out that the place is technically like it's haunted, but it's being haunted by this one demon character who, yeah, he is something else. And his main thing that I see is he does like illusion tricks, because there's like this one section that really like had my jaw on the floor, because I was really like, wow, they really went there, where Blitz and Millie get split up. And Blitz, I'm assuming, is under his tricks, because he starts seeing all these different iterations of Millie, which, like, that was like, okay, the different designs and all was like really cool and kind of creepy. But the part that everyone's talking about, which got me like, holy mackerel, was where he's transformed into his younger self from that flashback in the Oops. And you see him, talking with his mom, and it's like some kind of disgusting visual trick by the bad guy in the episode, and you see like a visual, it's horrifying, honestly. Like, that's the representation of her being killed in that fire that he caused all those years ago. And like, this was such an emotional gut punch of an episode for Blitz's character, going through all that. And the follow up after, where Millie, they really further develop like her friendship with Blitz. Like, they have a strong, good friendship, which seeing them bond there was really great. And the voice acting throughout, especially for like Brandon Rogers as Blitz, is just really great and like really solid. But also seeing more lore about how Millie joined Imp. You have this little bar sequence where Blitz and Millie officially meet. And yes, they fight and stuff, but it's kind of choreographed, it looks like. And it's like, okay. And you just see her design there, and she looked pretty cool. And a lot of people were saying she looks a lot like Sally Mae, her, older sister and stuff. So that was kind of a little nod that people picked up on, which I think I saw the voice actress, kind of did a wink back saying, yeah, that was intentional. So that was awesome. The whole thing there, like, I was just mesmerized by the main story beats, because the episode as a whole is pretty alright. The jokes are okay. The animation, again, is pretty stellar. But the main emotional beats of seeing Blitz go through this journey and, you know, like coming to terms like with stuff that's happened. And just also there's this sequence where the main bad guy gets in his head and he's like chained to a chair, kind of like Clockwork Orange, and having to see like through his memories all these moments that are, I guess, trauma inducing for him. And like that was great seeing all of that. And I really hope that this helped for his character going forward, because this just seemed like such an emotional type of gut punch episode. And as someone who's in the tolerate hate blitz camp, where now you notice I don't say love hate because that's the main slogan, but it's tolerate hate, because this dude annoys me so much. I think he's a terrible person, and he even thinks that too. And they give you motivations and reasons why he's like this, and you feel bad. But I hope he learns to take accountability and changes for the better and stop treating people near him so terrible, because I mean, you feel bad for Blitz, but it's kind of like, well, he brings it upon himself with how he treats these people. And I know it's some kind of like defense mechanism and stuff by how, you know, in his past, like I get it. Like that's what makes him such an interesting character, because he's charismatic, he's funny, he has a lot of great ideas, and how, you know, he runs his business all is great, but how terrible he can be to his, you know, closer circle and people around him. It's just so tough to talk about, because how, I guess, relatable this could be for a lot of people. And so I think them diving into that type of storytelling is really good. And of course there's a lot of fun references, because this is at a hotel. There's some little nods and, you know, jokes about the hotel. I believe even the voice actress for Charlie plays a minor character, like barely there, but a little reference there. So I thought that was funny. Again, this episode throughout was pretty solid. The main takeaways for me is the development for Blitz and more lore and stuff for Millie. That was my main takeaway. But Moxie, there were some cute moments with him as well. He's sweet. I love Moxie. He's awesome. And, you know, Luna doesn't have a lot there, but it's nice to see the, you know, a centered episode on them doing a mission. But what made it great is you really wrapped in the drama and characterization for the story. That's what really made it great, and that's why I think this episode is really solid. But, I mean, there's just some parts that weren't really clicking. Maybe it's because the past couple episodes were so high bar for me. Like, the two Fizz episodes that we got recently were stellar, some of my favorites. Full Moon was kind of a letdown until we got to what we actually wanted from that episode, which is the Stolitz interaction. And Apology Tour was just really emotional and great. So it's kind of like an up and down roller coaster in terms of the quality. But this is a solid, like, okay, this is like exposition, lore building, characterization, and we're getting to this crazy climax of the finale of the season, which should be within the next 2 episodes. But again, lots of rambled thoughts. I appreciate you all watching this video, and those are my thoughts on Helluva Boss Season 2, Episode 10. Again, what did you all think of this? Please let me know down below in the comments section. If you want to hit the bell as well to get notified of when I upload, that would mean so much to me. Again, thank you all so much, and I'll see you later. Bye.